looking at all of you, majority of you probably are not from Chandler, because I'm looking at your faces. So what I'm saying tonight is that the fact that you're not applauding for me is saying that what I'm saying is true.
My name is Caden Carlson, and I'm born and raised in Chandler, Arizona. Chandler has been my home for 22 years, and from pre-K through graduating high school, I attended schools in the CUSD district. I've had parties and gatherings over the years catered by local businesses, and I've even had my bike returned to me by Chandler PD after it was stolen.
Travis Gunville, a concerned Chandler resident.
Hello, my name is Harrison Redmond. I'm speaking on behalf of myself tonight as a civil rights advocate and concerned citizen, asking you to vote no on this item and reject flock in Chandler.
Hello, my name is Santina Huitron. Hello, Mayor and City Council members. While I've lived in Chandler my whole life, this will be my first time speaking, let alone attending a City Hall meeting. And that's because I believe it's crucial to come here today and say no to mass surveillance and expending your contract with Flock.
Aldo, state your name and city of residence.
Good evening. My name is Aldo Soberon, and I'm a lifelong Chandler resident.
Mayor and council members, my name is Andre Rubio. I go by Andre, and I'm a Chandler resident.
My name is Carlos Fernandez from Mesa. It's not even safe when it has a 10% error rate, and this info is given statewide.
My name is Luther Johnson. I live in Chandler.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is Rohith Chandrasekhar. I'm a Chandler resident here in opposition to the flock contract renewal.
I am your constituent, Cassidy Crossan, and I have resided and worked in Chandler for 5 years now.
First time here, but I've lived here my whole life. Parents moved here in '84, and I noticed the cameras last year, and it has been reducing my quality of life.
Hi, I'm Jason. I live and work in Chandler. I'd like to bring up two things today. First, I'd like to mention that since the flock cameras have been installed around the city, I will deliberately avoid those areas when possible, simply out of principle.
All right, good evening, council members. My name is Amelia Wynn, and I reside in Gilbert, but I drive through Chandler every day. My childhood library is the one that is right here. Thus, I still think it is my right to take a stand on these cameras, and my locale does not change facts.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. My name is Braden. I'm a cybersecurity professional that resides in Mesa, and I work in Chandler. I'm here to speak against renewing the contract with Flock.
Hello, my name is Michael Uwe, and I'm a Chandler resident and teacher here. And I'm here to tell you today to vote no on this contract.
State your name and city, sir.
Bill Winsberg, Chandler, and good evening, council members, mayor. Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Okay.
Good evening, council members. My name is Dr. Sydney Parker. I live in Mesa, however, work in Chandler as a pediatric dentist. I'm here on behalf of my patients and their families to ask you to oppose a renewed contract with Flock Security.
Daniel, what city are you from, please? Where do you live?
I live in the West Valley, but I've worked here in Chandler. I'm an educator.
My name is Mark Jong, and I've lived in Chandler my whole life.
My name is Erin Rosinski. I am a Chandler resident, raising my two young daughters here as well. This is actually my first city council meeting and first time speaking, and I am here because I believe in civic engagement.
My name is Mark Camarena. I live in the city of Phoenix, and I'm here today to say no to flock in Chandler, no to flock in Arizona. Who here in the city of Chandler does not want this? Raise your hand. Those are all your constituents that are raising their hand right now that don't want this. So please side with the people. Thank you.
My name is Elizabeth. I'm a resident of Chandler. I'm asking you to end the contracts with Flock, remove all cameras. No private company will ever put privacy, freedom of movement, or public trust over their bottom line, which is profit, to be clear.
Good evening, members of the council. Thank you for all your time today. My name is Orion, and I live in Maryvale. I'm a veteran of the United States Army, where I served as an infantry officer. And when I commissioned, I took an oath to support and defend the Constitution. So that's why I'm here tonight. I believe that Flock has no place in Chandler or anywhere.
State your name and city, please.
Hi, my name is Nathan Taylor Taft, and I'm a Chandler resident.
My name is Jane. I live in Phoenix, and I grew up here in the East Valley. And I'm from the great city of Tempe, and, well, I'm a Democrat, and, you know, I am for this. I am for the Flock cameras.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Isabel Neocato. I am an ER physician and a resident of Tempe. I've worked many years in Chandler and Gilbert. I also work in Phoenix, Gila River. I've also worked in Yuma County. So it is important for me to be here to represent the communities that I serve.
Good evening, council members. My name is Hayden. I'm a resident of Gilbert. Like so many others here tonight, I came here because Chandler is not just a city, is a community.
My name is Norbert Collard. I live in Ahwatukee, but I actually live here in Chandler, and I work in Chandler. I grew up in Germany when there's still an East and West Germany. I remember what happened when governments normalized surveillance in the name of security and social order. People in East Germany lived under constant monitoring by the Stasi. That's the state security, in case you don't know. Citizens informed on neighbors. Records were kept on ordinary people. Privacy disappeared little by little until fear and control became part of daily life.
My name is Kelsey, and I'm here to speak to you today as a longtime Gold Star Chandler resident. Lived here, worked here, and went to school here all my life. I have lived here since I was 4 years old, and I'm deeply disturbed with the direction that Chandler is going.
I'm actually a resident of Tempe. I'm not from Chandler at all. But I think as we've seen, almost every single person here is a Chandler resident. So maybe don't lambaste us about being outside agitators. Because also, every single one of these people is here at 9 p.m. on a work night. Where's Flock? Where did they go?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is Janita, and I'm very much a Chandler resident, Councilwoman Ellis. I'm here tonight to share my concerns about expanding flock cameras in our city.
My name is Ben Abercrombie. I live in Phoenix, but I attended school in CUSD for 10 years, and I visit Chandler frequently for work and family.
My name is Margie Gomez. I am a Chandler resident. As I do recall, most of the people who have spoken are.
Hi, my name is Brittany Dunchfield, and I'm a resident of Tempe, but I babysit in Chandler. I am in my first year of medical school to become a pediatrician. I took time out of studying for my finals tonight to be here because I'm passionate about protecting and advocating for children and their rights.
My name is Shane Strong. I'm 24 years old, and I have lived in Arizona my whole life. I've lived in Chandler for over 14 years, and I've worked here since I was 16 years old. Before I address the contract, let me be entirely clear. I am not anti-law enforcement. I believe profoundly in public safety. However, that being said, the Fourth Amendment was written to protect Americans against warrantless, generalized, mass unwarranted tracking and searching.
Reed Nimmer, I live in Chandler, Arizona.
I have a statement here I'm reading from Kai Newkirk, Democratic candidate for U.S. Congress in Arizona's 4th District, which includes part of Chandler.
My name is Rebecca Nichols. I've lived in Chandler for over 25 years.
I live in Chandler. I was born and raised in Tempe.
Latondra Madison. I'm a resident of Chandler. I came here just because I heard about this lock discussion. Can Chandler Police Department continue their work effectively without cameras?